Welcome into the Benniebarrefitness Pilates studio. Today we are exploring the hip circles exercise on different levels on the springboard from 5 down to 1.
We're taking our large leg circles or hip circles all the way down the board. I'm calling this hip circles down the board. We're going to go from a level 5 to a level 1 with these hip circles. So first, let's lengthen out the legs. We're going to work with our transitions in a roll up. So taking the feet hip distance, flexing through the heels, inhale to prepare, exhale, roll up, reach forward. Now we're going to turn around. Pay attention to where your feet are at the edge of the mat. We're going to turn around, adjust those springs, come down to a level 5. Then we'll circle back out and around, bring your feet to the edge of the mat or wherever they were positioned so you could roll back and be in that position. Roll down one vertebrae at a time, come back up into position and put the straps on. We're going to do that until we get down to a level 3. Then we'll do a lazy switch while we're laying here. Deal? Okay. Feet in those straps, hands up to the board, legs straight up. We're going to take our hip circles in both directions, starting down, opening out, around, and up. And we're going to feel all the differences from levels 5 down to 1 as we take this exercise. Now we're going to go the opposite direction, take those circles up, sweep together inner thighs, lift straight up and tall. Two more. Good. Little bend through the legs, remove the loops, lengthen those legs out long, roll up to seated. Turn around, adjust your straps, and bring them down to 4. Come back forward, feet in place, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Lift up, grab those loops, and place them on. We're taking those circles right here, lengthen those arms out to the board, starting down. Reverse direction, taking those circles up. Already feeling some differences between 5 and 4. As we move down the board, it becomes less intense through the back of the legs, through those hamstrings, and that intensity shifts to other places. One more. Good. Little bend through the legs, remove those loops, lengthen the legs out long, roll up to seated, turn around, adjust those springs. Last time it will roll up to do that, then we'll switch to lazy switches. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of laziness. Lengthening the legs out, rolling back down one vertebrae at a time, placing those loops back on the feet. Lengthen the legs up, arms to the board, legs up to 90 degrees. and take this down, around, and up. Now, as you're coming to 3 and below, we need to stabilize through the trunk a little bit more. Here's what we don't want to happen. We don't want to take the legs down, get air underneath your back, and scoop through here. We're going to hold that neutral spine, stabilize the trunk. That's going to get increasingly difficult as we move down. One more. And hip circles up, opening out, circling out, around, and down, and straight up. You may find that you need to adjust your angle of the legs as you're moving down levels on the board so that you don't lose that neutral spine. The last one. Okay, so you can leave those foot straps on as long as you can keep your feet lifted enough so you're closest to the board. It might feel more comfortable to take them off, move the springs, and put them back on. We're going to take from 3 down to 2 right here. Make sure your clips are all the way on, and let's go hip circles down. Whoop. Definitely different through your trunk when you go from 3 to 2. Two more. Now let's reverse. Lots more happening in your core here. It's very deep in the hips here. You might have to slow it down. You might find that it's more difficult to keep the legs even when you move to certain positions. One more. Again, lifting those legs for a change. Lifting up, attaching all the way down to 1. Really, really make sure you are stabilizing everything. Taking those circles down and slow them down. Don't try to whip down too quickly. Take that first one slow. Feel where you're working. We very rarely are taking feet and straps at a level 1. Let's reverse direction, taking those circles up. Again, first one slow. Feel what you're working with here. First one slow, all of the ones to follow controlled. Last one. Whew. Bending in those legs, removing the loops, and lengthening out nice and long. Whew. I hope you are feeling that in a good way, and you go forward through the rest of your day feeling free and wonderful and controlled in all that you do. Give yourself a nice little stretch here, following whether you're using those springs to stretch or just stretching across your mat. And I will see you guys next time in the studio.
Thank you so much for joining me in the studio today. This particular springboard workout was taken from a recent class entitled Circles on my online Pilates studio for Springboard. If you'd like to explore all of the full-length Springboard Pilates classes that I have available in my online studio on Patreon, you can try a 7-day free trial. All that information for Patreon is in my write-up below. And of course, you can enjoy this and so many more Springboard workouts and full classes right here on YouTube. Like and subscribe and invite all of your Pilates friends who might love this.